Peace and done.
You do that at the end of the video, not at the beginning of the video. But please subscribe. Anyway, hey guys, I'm back here for another DVD. Well, actually, it's just a Blu-ray update. It's been a while since I've done one of these. It's been 2 months. I've been busy. What can I say? Work, life, and I kind of quit. I quit collecting. In 2 months, I've picked up very little. I like collecting. I'm going to continue to collect, but on a much smaller scale these days, due to the fact that, well, I would much rather be spending my money on things in life that matter. To me, films are awesome. It's summertime though. I'd rather be outside doing stuff and sitting and watching TV. So that's where I've been spending my disposable income. You know, outside doing things, spending time with the family, being sociable. I really feel like eventually I'm going to taper off from collecting altogether. I sure I'll pick up films once in a blue moon when I see a good deal, but I don't run out and search anymore. But enough of that. I mean, no offense to anybody who enjoys collecting, or who spends time doing that instead of going outdoors. I mean, nothing disrespectful towards anybody who would rather sit inside and do that in the summer. I can't do that. I'm an outdoorsy type person. I love to fish. I love to take him to the park. I love all that fun stuff. And I can't remember the last time I went to a theater and seen a film except for last night. It was the first time in a long time. I went to the drive-in, and yeah, we still have drive-ins here in Indianapolis, believe it or not. But we went to the drive-in, we seen Home, and we seen SpongeBob, the new SpongeBob, Sponge Out of Water for the second time. Yeah, it's garbage. But anyway, let's get on past all this, and let's get to my what am I trying to say? My update. Okay. So first off, let me tell you, I picked this movie up by accident. And what do I mean is, this is the house at the end of the street. I've never seen it. I wish I wouldn't have paid the $3.99 for it. So I guess $3.99 is not bad. I can handle the fact that I spent $4 on it. But I would have rather spent I would rather spend nothing on this. This movie's supposed to be a stinker. I thought this was the last house on the left. House at the end of the street, the last house on the left. Maybe it's not. So similar that everybody would confuse it, but my dumb ass confused those two movies. I didn't even think Jennifer Lawrence was in the last house on the left, but I thought, what do I remember? I'm an idiot.
Dad.
Yes, buddy.
You take me from one of your videos that said, I'm like, Toy Story 2 times.
Okay.
You kicked me and put it on YouTube.
No, I didn't. All right. Up next is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I paid $3 for this in mint condition. It was used. It's in damn good shape. Yeah, I've never seen this. I've heard good things about this. I know this is not the original. This is the British remake, but it's supposed to be, from what I've read, just as good, if not better, than the original. I don't know, so that's not my opinion. That's just what I've been told. Up next is the Steve McQueen collection. It has The Great Escape, The Magnificent Seven, Thomas Crown Affair, and Sand Pebbles in it. I watched The Great Escape years ago. Loved it. Heck of a film. I love the beginning scene when they're all, it says, it's basically saying one rule of being a prisoner of war is to always try to escape. Always try to escape. Never stop trying to escape. And at the beginning when they're saying that, I don't remember if it was commentary or if our character said that, you see them jumping in hay bales and just doing all those weird, funny things trying to escape from this, prison camp. It's very kind of campy and over the top, cheesy when you watch it, but for that day and age, it was probably neither of the two. And then Magnificent Seven, I absolutely loved this movie. It's the second movie that I've ever seen with Yul Brynner in it, who I think was a exceptional actor. I'm sure he did more, other than the two films that I've seen him in. This one, of course, being the Magnificent Seven, and then the Magnificent Seven, and then Westworld. And then Thomas Crown Affair, I tried to watch, and it bored the piss out of me. I'm going to give it another chance. I was tired and I fell asleep. And then Sand Pebbles, I've actually owned that on DVD. for probably 3 years, and I've never watched it. Well, now that I have it on Blu-ray, I guess I need to watch it, so I'll be watching that soon. But anyway, I picked this up for $15 at Walmart, which is actually a really good deal because it's usually $25. So, I mean, if you guys are interested in this at all, check it out. They have a ton of copies at my Walmart anyways. But let's move on. And the next one is something that Dean wants to show you. This is something that he got. That is this Despicable Me. Who bought that? How'd you get that?
Oh my God.
Easter Bunny brought it.
It's Easter Bunny bought it.
Quit bouncing. You're going to knock the camera off. But it's okay if you do. We'll just pick it up. Despicable Me. I'm not going to tell you anything about this. If you don't know anything about this, you've been living on a rock. I like it. It's pretty good. Other than that, I have somebody trying to call me on my phone right now. Yeehaw. I'm going to ignore that person and move on. Up next is musicals for movie collection. This has got Calamity Jane, Kiss Me Kate, and Singing in the Rain, and of course the Bandwagon in it. I've never seen the Bandwagon. I've always wanted to finish Singing in the Rain. When I was in high school, our music teacher showed us Singing in the Rain, and I got maybe 3/4 of the way through. I love the movie. I've never got past that point that I got in high school with it, even though I've watched it on TV since. I never did finish it. Either I needed to get to work, something of that nature, and I had to cut myself short. As before the DVR days, before I ever had a DVR, which I don't anymore. I did for a while, and I don't again. I don't subscribe to cable, like that really matters. But anyway, I love that movie. I loved Calamity Jane. I know nothing about Kiss Me Kate. I have no idea what that movie is about or who's in it. But I know what the Bandwagon is. Fred Astaire, if I remember right. Am I right? Fred Astaire, let's see. Yep, Fred Astaire is in that. I was right. Fred Astaire is in it. If you don't want to be in the video anymore, you can move on, buddy. Okay, you can get up. That's fine. But Fred Astaire is in the film. I always wanted to check it out. What are you doing, man? Come on now.
I don't want to be in the
Okay, go on. Get up. Get off my lap. Fred Astaire is in the film. One heck of a movie. Or I've heard it's one heck of a movie. I will be checking that out. I am a huge musical fan. But I think I have 3 more films on the list. But I'm going to give you guys a pause and take care of the little issue I have here with my butthead of a son. Sorry, guys. I'm back. You know, kids, it's just the way things are. Up next is a steelbook of Fury. This is a Target exclusive. I have not watched this movie since I've purchased it, but I did see it in theaters. I loved this movie. I do think it was highly underrated. I think it was highly. I think Brad Pitt. I'm going to be honest. I don't think Brad Pitt did a very good job in the film, acting wise. I've seen him do better. Thank you for the kisses. I love you too. I've seen him do much better. But everybody else in the film, and I'm going to just go on a limb here, and I'm going to say that I don't know who any of them were besides Shia LaBeouf. I would know their names if you told me. This video is getting long, and I just don't care to look it up or any of that. There's no synopsis anyway on the back of it. But the young guy in the movie, I forget his name, he did one hell of a job. I don't know if he won any awards for it, but he should have. I really think this movie was overlooked by a lot. I think the critics were too harsh on it. I think if it had anybody besides Brad Pitt, don't get me wrong, he's great, but in this film he could have did better. If it had anybody besides Brad Pitt being the leading man, I really think it would have did better. I think critics would have looked at it differently, and I think more people would have went and saw it. But if you've never seen it, you're a butthead. If you've never seen it, please check it out. It deserves, it deserves your attention, and it didn't really gain the respect that it needed, and I didn't understand that. But next up is it's a mad world. Now I've seen this movie, bits and pieces of it, on TCM a couple years ago. I don't remember much of it. I hear it's a hell of a movie. I need to be checking it out. I actually had forgot that I picked this up and left it in my car for almost 2 weeks. But not much to say on that because I don't know much about it. It looks like Spencer Tracy's in it, which is a good deal. Or is a good it's a good thing. Of course, you know, Spencer Tracy and Inherit the Wind. A hell of a courtroom drama if you've never seen it. He's much older in that film than he is this film. Last but not least is something that my wife got me for my birthday. Love her to death. Thank you, honey. That is the Halloween collection. The complete collection. I will eventually see if you guys want to see that. It's pretty cool. That's one side. That's one side. Artwork's pretty neat in this thing. You know? And I will eventually get around to showing this in its own video, but it's got a little art book in it. And I'm not going to go through this. I'm just going to tell you real quick because the video's space is about to run out. Halloween 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, it's got Halloween 1, 2, 3, Halloween 4 and 5, Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers, Halloween H2O, Halloween Resurrection, and then, of course, the 2 Rob Zombie Halloweens. I've always been a Halloween fan. I've never been, like, a huge fan until I got older. Here recently, I've come to respect him more. But I gotta say that Rob Zombie's take on Halloween, I don't not like it. I just don't. I don't like his style of filmmaking. The Devil's Rejects and A House of 1,000 Corpses was okay. The Devil's Rejects was awesome, hands down, amazing. The House of 1,000 Corpses was somewhere in between that and some of the best, or somewhere in between that and other horror films. Some of the lackluster horror films. So I guess I could say it's average. It's an average film. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I'm rambling. It's a very average film. But his other film, Salem something with the chick Bambi or whatever from House of 1,000 Corpses, who if I'm remembering it's his wife, I did not like it. I did not like his film style. I'm not into his type of direction. You know, he makes for films. But anyway, guys, I've rambled on way too long.
Please subscribe.
So please subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.